Sunday morning, August 9th. Started out right at 49.8 degrees this morning. The new Making It Happen mentioned it was 50 degrees for him in the morning. Oh yeah, that's what we get. But we've been up, 85 anyway the last few days. Number one fed when she left yesterday. Get down here in the barn this morning and it sounds like a cow that's so full of pee it ain't funny. Yeah, it's a little wet out here. Luckily for those two calves, they knocked the hose out of the trough so it wasn't completely soaking just their pen. But, it ran for 12 hours, I suppose. Got wet down here. Maybe that's why they sleep up and out of their corner. Oh well. Anybody need an Onan generator and a motor for one? No idea if anything works. They're probably going to end up disappearing at some point. I got a whole bunch of cows in here that all think I'm going to feed them grain today too, and there's no way. I'm having a hard enough time moving. Ain't no way I'm packing buckets. So, what I am going to do is fight my way onto this thing and start unloading. I don't know that we'll get everything picked up today, but I don't know why it's been taking so long. Well, I do too. Normally, somebody gets a break while we're doing stuff, whether it be me or number one or number two or whoever may be around, and they get on the John Deere and they get bales stacked up in the field, so when I have a few minutes to haul it in, that's all I got to do. Well, that hasn't happened this year. That break has been like when I'm down here unloading. Number one's uploading. Sorry I'm making you start funny things. Reaching for my oil. One thing about this old girl, every now and then she'll decide she wants to use a little bit, but not very much. The rest of the time, she don't use a drop. I have not put oil in here since we changed it. And I probably don't want to know how many hours are on it since then, but the oil still looks good. And it's still full. Oh yeah, we got rid of a little bit of small bales yesterday. Don't know that I want to get rid of too much more, but that was one of Mom's deals. So, yeah, this is going to take both hands. There's no way about it. I can't do that way. There's a little clip I'll probably throw on at the end of this, I guess. Number one took it yesterday while I was loading the load that's on the trailer. She tells you in it that she was closer than it looked, and well, yeah, I was off to the side watching her. In her little clip, it looks like she's way far away from what she's walking up on. But in reality, she's maybe from me to the calf's water trough right there. That's how close she actually got. So you'll enjoy seeing that at the end. And God knows she might send me something else to put at the end too. Sometimes she sends stuff and I can use it because I can get it to download on my phone, and other times, yeah, she sends stuff and I just can't get it to work. So, all right, this is as far as I can get without the other hand. So I'll get you some more. Well, boys and girls, I'm going to fire this up if there's a reason for it. Mom's old dog, red heeler named Cinnamon. She's got to be at least 15, maybe older. I got to look for bees' nests. So far, nothing in here, which is unusual. They love this thing. We got her for Mom for Mother's Day when the kids were little. When we had to move out here, when Dad was sick, we were here about a year, maybe a year and a half, and one day we're sitting down on the patio, all of us, me, Becky, and the kids, and Mom. Dogs are all laying there with us. Cinnamon decides to go wacko and decides it's time to pounce on somebody. I don't recall now exactly which one she pounced on, but it seems like she pounced on Rainy. And Blue was right there, so Blue says, "Leave my sister alone," and pounced back, and she sheepishly wandered off a little bit, only to turn around and come back. And she pounced back on Blue, and I ended up catching her with a foot and flipping her about 10 feet before she flipped over and hit the ground. And ever since that day, her and the boys have had issues. And every now and then they'll sneak up to the garage and they will give her a little something, beat her up a little. Well, we didn't hear anything. Sometime in the last hour or so, they got up and got her in front of the garage. I mean, to look at her from a distance, she looks fine. But, yeah, well, her belly's opened up. And say she's old. We didn't think she was going to make it through last winter. But it was a mild winter, so she made it. So, anyway, the grave digger gets to go to work, and the Grim Reaper needs to work too. I'll let you fill in the cuss words for me. Y'all seen what I've done, what I've had to do. Seen parts of it anyway. It is what it is. And, she's really sorry. She ain't worth a $1,500 or $2,000 vet bill. Because she's old enough and gotten to the point where she could be done any day. While we're here, you can get a good look at the wonderful green pasture. Not. So we've been feeding bales every couple of days. Fit another round of bales today. Those boys, it's all they get. They don't have any pasture, but anyway. 2 full loads sitting in the very last field we baled. Number 1 got them stacked up here a little bit ago. I should get one in today. There's probably no way I'm going to get the other one in today. So, anyway. I got to do what I got to do. Got to say goodbye to a very old friend. Her old roommate, a yellow piece of twine hanging on the fence over there. Right at the front edge of the traveler, you kind of see it hanging. That's my marker to know where he's at, because when we did fence, I didn't want to get him. He's, right about there where my window shows through the shadow. So she'll be out here close to him, close as I dare. But he's somewhere right in here. That twine could have got blown uphill by the wind, I don't know. It's not tied tight to the wire. And I know there's something right by this post. Calf right there. The cows have done a good job of weaseling the hole out. So, Cindy's going to go next to the brace post where she can still look over everything. And she can be with Riley and they can be out here and tell the coyotes where to go. She used to egg Riley on and Riley'd go out and take on all the coyotes. He'd come back probably in the same shape she is now a few times, but you didn't get close to him. It's like, well, you're either going to be alive in 3 or 4 days or you're going to be dead. He survived her right up until he just couldn't do it no more. So, anyway, that might be the end of this video. If so, please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy my videos. Told you before, it's real. I wish I had somewhere. There's probably some video with cinnamon in it. You know, walking across the yard or whatever. Like to have a decent video, but you know, I don't. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Conventional hearse. Usually it's a bucket of a loader. Or in place, but she wasn't leaving the garage. Barely got her out in the yard just enough to take care of business. Sorry, I had to get a drink. It is so freaking dry here, but the ground is so freaking hard. I've dug utility trenches across a 50-year-old hard-packed driveway easier than digging that. And I know I'm still holding you down. That's because the hearse is up here unloading. But look, all the cows are in here. I'm surprised they're still here because the wind's blowing toward them, and there's that. You know, I smelled it before I got up to the garage to see how bad she was the first time. I don't want to smell it. Go figure, and they tell me I can't smell anything. But, say, she'll be right down here next to Riley. Coyotes like to come down through the creek bottom here and usually about the burn barrel to the bridge somewhere. You weren't supposed to see that. I thought she already had that done. Either way, you didn't see any blood or nothing. You just saw her holding on to a dog. And yeah, she understands it. It's all part of life. So, only green around here is what's in the old creek bed down there. And that's stuff the cows don't like to eat. So, looking at the creek, it isn't even flowing now. This side of the bridge, it's all backed up with a layer of scum and leaves. There, you can't see nothing from here, right? She makes sure they're comfortable. After all, you know, that's the position they're going to be for eternity. So, anyway, yeah, it took me half an hour just to dig this hole. It's not even waist deep on number one. It is so freaking hard, it ain't funny. So, now I gotta fill it. Once again, thanks for watching, everybody. Like a shadow. Who needs to show themselves? I'll just show my shadow. Hey, last stock's here. It's short one bale of a full load. The other stock was way over there. I didn't really want to leave the tractor sitting there. That can be seen from the road. This can't. They got to come all the way in here to see it. I wish. I had to take the loader tractor when I brought it in here and open the entryway up so I can get the tractor and trailer in. Keeps getting overgrown. You know how that goes. I wish I had a cat. I miss having a cat. Yes, I can go around the edge of this and get it back to, oh hell, realistically from right there at that corner around to the end and around here along the creek and along the road back to the entrance to the field and even along the trees up there. We gain about another between 20 and probably 50 feet, especially down here where the blackberries are. Tree right there, if you can kind of see it in the middle of the screen. We actually used to make about 5 rounds on the other side of that tree when everything was cleaned up. But, you know, stuff falls down. We keep the edge cleaned up as best we can. Then current landowners, they don't really want the blackberries sprayed. And it's like, well, you know, I can mechanically remove them, but it'll look just like that come next summer if I went in here right now and did. So ideally, spray that out with Roundup and Crossbow, run a cat through there, get rid of all that crap, make a pile somewhere. I took a little break after my deed earlier, and yeah, I lied. Cinnamon was an 07 model, so either way, I wasn't too far off. She's been around a long time. Let's see, it's 4:45 right now, and I left the shop about 10 after 4, just to give you an idea how long it takes to load. I usually figure half an hour from the time I get out of the truck to the time I get back in the truck. Sometimes it's less than that. So I still got to strap it down yet. Haven't done that yet. I don't know if I'll unload it tonight or not. It's like 92 degrees out. Surprised it hasn't gotten warmer, especially with the wind coming out of the east. But yeah, now for the itchy and scratchy part and the sweaty part. Zip my zipper back up, or it all ends up down my shirt and in my pants. And then hopefully the wind blows the right direction when I'm cinching it down. I know that one's sticking out a little. A couple up here are too, but hell, I'm only going 2 miles. I just got one bad corner to deal with. So anyway, I'll make this the end. Put it up when I get home. I already said like and subscribe. I know I did. Hopefully this ain't too long. Thanks for watching.
So many of you know, ever since my grandfather passed away, that there has been a hawk everywhere that I go. So I've been stacking in this field, and Dad's loading behind me. And all of a sudden he looks over. Here's Grandpa. So he hasn't been here the entire time. And really, I'm not that far away from him. It just looks like it on the screen. I want to see how close he'll let me get to him. I always say it's Grandpa, since the day that he died, I never had any at my house. They were never around at my house. So he's always in every single field watching us. And there he goes.